The Easter of the Soul, a short story written by O. Henry and read for you in both Indonesian and English. Please enjoy. It is hardly likely that a goddess may die.
Sangatlah tidak mungkin bahwa seorang dewi dapat mati.
Then Easter, the old Saxon goddess of spring, must be laughing in her muslin sleeve at people who believe that Easter, her namesake, exists only along certain strips of Fifth Avenue pavement after church service. Maka Eastre, dewi musim semi kuno dari bangsa Sakson, pastilah tertawa di balik lengan kain muslinnya kepada orang-orang yang percaya bahwa Paskah, yang menyandang namanya, hanya ada di beberapa bagian trotoar Fifth Avenue setelah kebaktian gereja. It belongs to the world. Ya, itu milik seluruh dunia. The ptarmigan in Chilkoot Pass discards his winter white feathers for brown. The Patagonian beau Brummel oils his chignon and clubs him another sweetheart to drag to his skull-strewn flat.
Burung ptarmigan di Chilkoot Pass menanggalkan bulu putih musim dinginnya dan berganti menjadi coklat. Beau Brummel dari Patagonia meminyaki gelungan rambutnya dan memaksa gadis lain untuk ia bawa ke rumahnya yang dipenuhi tengkorak.
And down in Christie Street.
Dan di bawah sana di Christie Street.
Mr. Tiger McQuirk arose with a feeling of disquiet that he did not understand.
Tuan Tiger, S1MCH Pronunciation Queer bangun dengan perasaan gelisah yang tidak ia mengerti.
With a practiced foot, he rolled 3 of his younger brothers like logs out of his way as they lay sleeping on the floor.
Dengan kaki terlatih, dia menggelindingkan 3 adiknya seperti balok kayu yang menghalang jalan saat mereka tertidur di lantai.
Before a foot-square looking glass hung by the window, he stood and shaved himself.
Di depan kaca persegi kecil yang tergantung di dekat jendela, ia berdiri dan bercukur.
If that may seem to you a task too slight to be thus impressively chronicled, I bear with you. You do not know of the areas to be accomplished in traversing the cheek and chin of Mr. McQuirk.
Jika hal itu tampak terlalu sepele untuk diceritakan dengan begitu mendetail, kumaklumi. Anda belum tahu betapa luasnya area pipi dan dagu Tuan S1MCH Pronunciation Quirk yang harus ia cukur.
McQuirk Sr. had gone to work long before.
Tuan S1MCH Pronunciation Quirk yang lebih tua sudah lama pergi bekerja.
The big son of the house was idle.
Putra tertua di rumah itu sedang menganggur.
He was a marble cutter, and the marble cutters were out on a strike.
Dia adalah seorang pemahat marmer, dan para pemahat marmer sedang mogok kerja.
What ails ye? Asked his mother, looking at him curiously. Are ye not feeling well the morning maybe now?
Ada apa denganmu? Tanya ibunya penasaran. Apa kau tidak enak badan pagi ini barangkali?
He's thinking along of Annie Maria Doyle, impudently explained younger brother Tim, 10 years old.
Dia sedang mikirin Annie Maria Doyle. Jelas Tim, adiknya yang berusia 10 tahun dengan lancang.
Tiger reached over the hand of a champion and swept the small McQuirk from his chair.
Tiger meraih dengan tangan kuatnya dan menggeser si S1MCH Pronunciation Quirk kecil dari kursinya.
I feel fine, said he, beyond a touch of the I don't know what you call it's.
Aku merasa baik, katanya, meski ada sedikit rasa entah apa namanya.
I feel like there was going to be earthquakes or music or a trifle of chills and fever or maybe a picnic.
Rasanya seolah bakal ada gempa bumi atau musik atau sedikit demam menggigil atau mungkin piknik.
I don't know how I feel. I feel like knocking the face off a policeman, or else maybe like playing Coney Island straight across the board from popcorn to the elephant howdahs.
Aku tidak tahu bagaimana perasaanku. Rasanya ingin memukul muka polisi, atau mungkin pergi main di Coney Island dari popcorn hingga naik tandu gajah.
It's the spring in your bones, said Mrs. McQuirk. It's the sap risin'. Time was when I couldn't keep me feet still nor me head cool when the earthworms began to crawl out in the dew of the mornin'. 'Tis a bit of tea will do ye good, made from pipsissewa and gentian bark at the druggist's.
Itu musim semi di tulangmu, kata Nyonya.
McQuirk. Itu geta yang nayak.
Dulu aku pun tidak bisa menahan kaki, dan tetap tenang begitu cacing-cacing tanah mulai keluar di embun pagi. Secangkir teh campuran Pipsi sewa dan kulit gentian dari apotek akan membuatmu lebih baik.
Back up, said Mr. McQuirk impatiently. There's no spring in sight. There's snow yet on the shed in Donovan's backyard.
Sudahlah, kata Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Queer, tidak sabar. Tak ada tanda-tanda musim semi. Masih ada salju di atas gudang di halaman belakang Donovan.
And yesterday they puts open cars on the 6th Avenue lines, and the janitors have quit ordering coal.
Dan kemarin mereka menaruh mobil terbuka di jalur 6th Avenue, dan para penjaga gedung sudah berhenti memesan batu bara.
And that means 6 weeks more of winter by all the signs that be.
Itu berarti 6 minggu lagi musim dingin, berdasarkan semua tanda yang ada.
After breakfast, Mr. McQuirk spent 15 minutes before the corrugated mirror, subjugating his hair and arranging his green and purple ascot with its amethyst tombstone pin, eloquent of his chosen calling.
Sesudah sarapan, Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk menghabiskan 15 menit di depan cermin bergelombang, menata rambutnya dan merapikan dasi ascot hijau ungu dengan peniti hias batu kecubung, yang menggambarkan profesinya.
Since the strike had been called, it was this particular striker's habit to hie himself each morning to the corner saloon of Flaherty Brothers, and there establish himself upon the sidewalk, with one foot resting on the bootblack stand, observing the panorama of the street, until the pace of time brought 12 o'clock and the dinner hour.
Sejak pemogokan dimulai, pemogok yang satu ini terbiasa tiap pagi pergi ke kedai milik Flaherty Brothers di pojok, lalu duduk di trotoar dengan satu kaki di atas tempat semir sepatu, memperhatikan pemandangan jalan hingga waktu merambat ke pukul 12, waktunya makan siang.
And Mr. Tiger McQuirk, with his athletic 70 inches, well trained in sport and battle, his smooth, pale, solid, amiable face blue where the razor had traveled, his carefully considered clothes and air of capability, was himself a spectacle not displeasing to the eye.
Dan Tuan Tiger S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk, dengan tinggi atletis hampir 180 cm, terlatih dalam olahraga dan perkelahian. Wajahnya halus, pucat, kokoh, dan ramah, kebiruan bekas cukuran. Pakaiannya yang dipilih dengan cermat dan penampilannya yang meyakinkan, menjadi tontonan yang tidak buruk dipandang mata.
But on this morning Mr. McQuirk did not hasten immediately to his post of leisure and observation.
Namun pagi itu, Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk tidak segera menuju posnya yang santai untuk mengamati.
Something unusual that he could not quite grasp was in the air.
Ada sesuatu yang tak biasa, sesuatu yang tak bisa ia pahami, terasa di udara.
Something disturbed his thoughts, ruffled his senses, made him at once languid, irritable, elated, dissatisfied, and sportive.
Ada yang mengusik pikirannya, mengganggu indranya, membuatnya sekaligus lesu, mudah tersinggung, senang, tidak puas, dan suka bermain-main.
He was no diagnostician, and he did not know that Lent was breaking up physiologically in his system.
Dia bukanlah seorang ahli diagnosis, dan dia tidak tahu bahwa masa prapaskah sedang berakhir secara fisiologis dalam tubuhnya.
Mrs. McQuirk had spoken of spring. Skeptically, Tiger looked about him for signs. Few they were.
New York. S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk telah membicarakan musim semi. Dengan ragu, Tiger mencari tandanya di sekeliling. Tak banyak yang tampak.
The organ grinders were at work, but they were always precocious harbingers.
Penggiling organ sudah beraksi, tetapi mereka memang selalu menjadi pertanda yang terlalu dini.
It was near enough spring for them to go penny hunting when the skating ball dropped at the park.
Bagi mereka, musim semi sudah cukup dekat untuk berburu recehan saat arena seluncur es di taman tutup.
In the milliners' windows Easter hats, grave, gay, and jubilant, blossomed.
Di etalase toko topi, topi-topi Paskah bermunculan, ada yang serius, cerah, dan meriah.
There were green patches among the sidewalk debris of the grocers.
Ada sela-sela hijau di antara puing trotoar milik pedagang kelontong.
On a third-story windowsill, the first elbow cushion of the season, old gold stripes on a crimson ground, supported the kimonoed arms of a pensive brunette.
Di ambang jendela lantai 3, bantal siku pertama musim ini, bergaris emas tua di atas dasar merah tua, menopang lengan seorang wanita berkimono dan berambut coklat gelap yang tampak murung.
The wind blew cold from the East River, but the sparrows were flying to the eaves with straws.
Angin berembus dingin dari East River, tetapi burung gereja sudah terbang ke sudut atap membawa jerami.
A second-hand store combining foresight with faith had set out an ice chest and baseball goods.
Sebuah toko barang bekas, menggabungkan pandangan ke depan dan keyakinan, sudah memajang lemari es dan peralatan bisbol.
And then Tiger's eye, discrediting these signs, fell upon one that bore a bud of promise. From a bright new lithograph the head of Capricornus confronted him, betokening the forward and heady brew.
Lalu mata Tiger, yang meremehkan tanda-tanda tadi, tertumbuk pada satu hal yang menjanjikan. Dari litograf baru yang terang, tampak kepala Capricornus menatapnya, menandakan minuman musiman yang kuat akan datang.
Mr. McQuirk entered the saloon and called for his glass of Bock.
Tuan S1 MCHE Pronunciation Quirk masuk ke kedai dan memesan segelas Bock.
He threw his nickel on the bar, raised the glass, set it down without tasting it and strolled toward the door.
Dia meletakkan koin 5 sen di meja bar, mengangkat gelasnya, lalu menaruhnya lagi tanpa menyesap, dan berjalan menuju pintu.
"What's the matter, Lord Bolingbroke?" inquired the sarcastic bartender. "Want a chiny vase or a gold-lined ippern to drink it out of, hey?"
Ada apa, Tuan Bolingbroke? Tanya bartender itu dengan nada menyindir. Mau minum dari vas porselen atau wadah berlapis emas, hah?
"Say," said Mr. McQuirk, wheeling and shooting out a horizontal hand and a 45-degree chin, "you know your place only when it comes for given titles."
Dengar, kata Tuan S1 MCHE Pronunciation Quirk, berbalik sambil mengarahkan tangannya lurus dan dagunya 45 derajat. Kau hanya tahu tempatmu kalau soal memberi gelar.
"I've changed me mind about drinkin', see?"
Aku batal minum, paham?
"You got your money, ain't you?"
Uangmu kan sudah kau terima, bukan?
"Wait till you get stung before you get the droop to your lip, will you?"
Tunggu sampai kau benar-benar kena dulu sebelum cemberut, mau.
Thus Mr. Quirk added mutability of desires to the strange humors that had taken possession of him.
Demikianlah Tuan Quirk menambah ketidakpastian keinginannya pada keganjilan suasana hati yang menguasainya.
Leaving the saloon, he walked away 20 steps and leaned in the open doorway of Lutz, the barber.
Meninggalkan kedai, dia melangkah sekitar 20 langkah dan berhenti di pintu terbuka toko cukur milik Lutz.
He and Lutz were friends, masking their sentiments behind abuse and bludgeons of repartee.
Dia dan Lutz itu teman, menyembunyikan keakraban di balik cemooh dan adu ejekan.
"Irish loafer," roared Lutz, "how do you do? So, not yet half der policeman's or der catcher of dogs done their duty."
Pemalas Irlandia, teriak Lutz, bagaimana kabarmu? Belum ada polisi atau penangkap anjing yang melaksanakan tugasnya.
"Hello, Dutch," said Mr. McQuirk. "Can't get your mind off of Frankfurters, can you?"
Halo, si Belanda, kata Tuan S1 MCHE Pronunciation Quirk. Otakmu tak bisa lepas dari sosis Frankfurter, ya?
"Bah!" exclaimed the German, coming and leaning in the door. "I half a soul above Frankfurters today."
"Bah!" seru orang Jerman itu, sambil maju dan bersandar di pintu. Hari ini jiwaku di atas segalanya, bahkan Frankfurter.
"Dear is springtime in der air. I can feel it coming in over der mud of der streets and das ice in der river."
Musim semi terasa di udara. Aku bisa merasakannya datang di atas lumpur jalan dan sisa es di sungai.
"Soon will der be bikenieks in der islands, MIT kegs of beer under der trees."
Segera akan ada piknik di pulau-pulau, dengan tong bir di bawah pepohonan.
Say, said Mr. McQuirk, setting his hat on one side, is everybody kidding me about gentle spring? There ain't any more spring in the air than there is in a horsehair sofa in a Second Avenue furnished room.
Dengar, kata Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk menyampingkan topinya. Apa semua orang sedang mengerjaiku soal musim semi yang lembut? Tak ada musim semi di udara. Sama seperti tidak ada musim semi di sofa berbahan bulu kuda di kamar sewaan Second Avenue.
For me the winter underwear yet and the buckwheat cakes.
Buatku, masih pakai pakaian dalam musim dingin dan makan kue gandum hitam.
You have no poetry, said Lutz. True, it is yet cold, you in der city we have not many of der signs, but dear are dree kinds of beable that should always feel der approach of spring first, day are poets, lovers and poor widows.
Kau tidak punya kepekaan puitis, kata Lutz. Memang masih dingin, dan di kota kita tak banyak tanda-tandanya. Tapi ada 3 macam orang yang mestinya selalu merasakan datangnya musim semi lebih dulu. Penyair, orang yang jatuh cinta, dan janda miskin.
Mr. McQuirk went on his way, still possessed by the strange perturbation that he did not understand.
Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk melanjutkan perjalanannya. Masih dikuasai kegelisahan aneh yang tak ia pahami.
Something was lacking to his comfort, and it made him half angry because he did not know what it was.
Ada sesuatu yang kurang dalam kenyamanannya, dan hal itu membuatnya setengah marah karena ia tak tahu apa penyebabnya.
2 blocks away he came upon a foe, one Conover, whom he was bound in honor to engage in combat.
2 blok kemudian dia bertemu lawan, seseorang bernama Conover, yang wajib ia hadapi demi kehormatan.
Mr. McQuirk made the attack with the characteristic suddenness and fierceness that had gained for him the endearing sobriquet of Tiger.
Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk menyerang dengan tiba-tiba dan ganas, ciri khas yang memberinya julukan sayang Tiger.
The defense of Mr. Conover was so prompt and admirable that the conflict was protracted until the onlookers unselfishly gave the warning cry of, "Cheese it, the cop!"
Pertahanan Tuan Conover begitu cepat dan mengagumkan hingga perkelahian berkepanjangan, sampai para penonton dengan sukarela memperingatkan, "Awas, polisi datang!"
The principals escaped easily by running through the nearest open doors into the communicating backyards at the rear of the houses.
Kedua tokoh utama dengan mudah kabur lewat pintu terdekat yang terbuka menuju halaman belakang rumah-rumah yang saling terhubung.
Mr. McQuirk emerged into another street.
Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk keluar di jalan lain.
He stood by a lamppost for a few minutes engaged in thought, and then he turned and plunged into a small notion and news shop.
Dia berdiri di samping tiang lampu selama beberapa menit, terpikirkan sesuatu, lalu masuk ke sebuah toko pernak-pernik dan koran kecil.
A red-haired young woman, eating gumdrops, came and looked freezingly at him across the ice-bound steps of the counter.
Seorang perempuan muda berambut merah, sambil makan permen kenyal, datang dan menatapnya dingin dari balik meja toko yang kaku bak padang beku.
"Say, lady," he said, "have you got a song book with this in it? Let's see how it leads off."
Dengar, Nona, katanya, apa kau punya buku lagu yang isinya begini? Mari kulihat pembukanya.
"When the springtime comes we'll wander in the dale, love, and whisper of those days of yore."
Ketika musim semi tiba, kita akan berjalan di lembah, sayang, dan berbisik tentang masa lalu.
"I'm having a friend," explained Mr. McQuirk, "laid up with a broken leg and he sent me after it. He's a devil for songs and poetry when he can't get out to drink."
Temanku, jelas Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk, sedang terbaring patah kaki, dan dia memintaku mencarikannya. Dia gila lagu dan puisi kalau tak bisa keluar minum.
"We have not," replied the young woman with unconcealed contempt. "But there is a new song out that begins this way."
Kami tidak punya, jawab si perempuan muda, tanpa menutupi nada meremehkan. Tapi ada lagu baru yang mulai seperti ini.
Let us sit together in the old armchair, and while the firelight flickers we'll be comfortable there.
Marilah kita duduk bersama di kursi tua itu, dan selagi cahaya api berkelap-kelip, kita akan nyaman di sana.
There will be no profit in following Mr. Tiger McQuirk through his further vagaries of that day, until he comes to stand knocking at the door of Annie Maria Doyle.
Tak ada gunanya mengikuti tingkah aneh Tuan Tiger, S1MCH Pronunciation Queer hari itu, sampai dia akhirnya berdiri mengetuk pintu rumah Annie Maria Doyle.
The goddess Easter, it seems, had guided his footsteps aright at last.
Rupanya Dewi Eastre telah menuntun langkahnya ke jalan yang benar pada akhirnya.
Is that you now, Jimmy McQuirk? She cried, smiling through the open door. Annie Maria had never accepted the tiger. Well, whatever. I to you cow gone, Jimmy McQuirk?
Serunya, tersenyum dari balik pintu yang terbuka. Annie Maria tak pernah memanggilnya Tiger. Baiklah, ada apa?
Come out in the hall, said Mr. McQuirk. I want to ask your opinion of the weather on the level.
Kemarilah ke lorong, kata Tuan S1MCH Pronunciation Queer. Aku mau tanya pendapatmu soal cuaca, dengan jujur.
Are you crazy, sure? Said Annie Maria. Kauhila, APA. Kata Annie Maria. I am, said the tiger. They've been telling me all day there was spring in the air. Were they liars? Or am I?
Aku memang gila, kata Tiger. Orang-orang bilang seharian kalau musim semi ada di udara. Mereka bohong, atau aku yang salah?
Dear me, said Annie Maria. Haven't you noticed it? I can almost smell the violets. And the green grass. Of course, there ain't any yet, it's just a kind of feeling, you know.
Astaga,
kata Annie Maria.
Kau belum merasakannya? Aku hampir bisa mencium aroma bunga violet. Dan rumput hijau. Tentu saja belum ada sungguhan, hanya perasaan saja, kau tahu.
That's what I'm getting at, said Mr. McQuirk. I've had it. I didn't recognize it at first. I thought maybe it was ennui contracted the other day when I stepped above 14th Street.
Itulah yang kumaksud, kata Tuan S1MCH Pronunciation Queer. Aku merasakannya. Awalnya, aku tidak mengenalinya. Kukira itu semacam ennui, yang kudapat tempo hari saat aku melangkah di atas 14th Street.
But the Katzenjammer I've got don't spell violets. It spells your own name, Annie Maria, and it's you I want.
Tapi gejolak yang kurasakan ini tidaklah berbau bunga violet. Itu menyebut namamu, Annie Maria, dan kaulah yang kuinginkan.
I go to work next Monday and I make $4 a day. Spiel up, old girl, do we make a team?
Aku mulai kerja Senin depan, dapat $4 sehari. Beri jawaban, sayang, kita cocok jadi pasangan tidak?
Jimmy, sighed Annie Maria, suddenly disappearing in his overcoat. Don't you see that spring is all over the world right this minute?
Jimmy, desah Annie Maria, tiba-tiba menghilang di balik mantelnya. Tidakkah kau lihat kalau musim semi sekarang sedang meliputi seluruh dunia?
But you yourself remember how that day ended. Beginning with so fine a promise of vernal things, late in the afternoon the air chilled and an inch of snow fell, even so late in March.
Tapi kau sendiri ingat bagaimana hari itu berakhir. Dimulai dengan janji indahnya musim semi. Menjelang sore udara menjadi dingin dan salju setebal 1 inci pun turun, padahal sudah akhir Maret.
On Fifth Avenue the ladies drew their winter furs close about them.
Di Fifth Avenue, para wanita pun merapatkan mantel bulu musim dingin mereka.
Only in the florist's windows could be perceived any signs of the morning smile of the coming goddess Easter.
Hanya di etalase toko bunga masih terlihat sedikit senyum pagi sang Dewi Eastre yang akan datang.
At 6 o'clock her Lutz began to close his shop.
Pada pukul 6 sore, Tuan Lutz mulai menutup tokonya.
He heard a well-known shout. Hello, Dutch.
Dia mendengar teriakan yang sudah dikenalnya. Halo, si Belanda.
Tiger McQuirk, in his shirt sleeves with his hat on the back of his head, stood outside in the whirling snow, puffing at a black cigar.
Tiger S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk hanya memakai kemeja dengan topi di belakang kepalanya, berdiri di luar dalam derasnya salju, sambil mengembuskan asap cerutu hitam.
Donnerwetter! Shouted Lutz. Der Winter he has gone back again yet. Donnerwetter!
Teriak Lutz. Musim dingin kembali lagi rupanya.
You're a liar, Dutch, called back Mr. McQuirk with friendly geniality. It's springtime by the watch.
Kau bohong, si Belanda. Balas Tuan S1MCHE Pronunciation Quirk dengan nada ramah. Ini musim semi sesuai jamku.
The end. Thank you for listening and please subscribe for more bilingual stories. Check our playlist section to find optimal listening material for your language learning. We wish you a wonderful day.